Did you ever look up and wonder, deep in the recesses of your mind, is life what I think it is? Are people who I think they are? Today we're going to discuss that very thing and hopefully shed some light on what you can do or how you can handle the situations of change, especially when it comes to the transgender zone. Hello, it's Ellie the Trans Truther. I'm here with my sister Tippy, and we're going to do a video today on the reactions of people who have someone they love or someone in their family that comes out transgender. So I'm going to leave it to Tippy here to finish it, and I'll talk to you.
Thank you. I just wanted to talk a little bit about my journey. I'm not a professional by any means, but I just wanted to share some of the things that I went through when Ellie came out. I knew Ellie as a man, met her when she was living as a man, and so it really was a coming out. I realized that I've kind of gone through at least most of the 5 stages of what they call grief, and I don't really want to call it grief because there's challenges and rewards. So let's say the five challenges. And the first one that they talk about, and that I really can confirm, was shock. I was truly shocked, maybe in a good way, because I was expecting other things. I was not expecting her to say, I'm starting the medication, I'm transgender. I had all kinds of other images in my head, and I don't know if anyone out there went through the same thing with the secrecy and the hiding, and I know why she had to do that. Where we live is a very small town, very blue-collar, old-fashioned, whatever you want to call it, mentality. And anyway, I had all kinds of visions in my head as to what was going on. There were little trips to the clinic in a nearby city that were very secretive, but using my vehicle, and I felt a little bit of that anger too for that. I now know why. But here there aren't really any support systems for people our age, and I'm talking 45 and up, and I'm definitely on the and up side of it. And so I'm hoping that by talking a little bit about this, that maybe somebody out there will have some comments that they can share and some experiences that they can share, and we can kind of have a back and forth, and well, this is how I handled this situation, and this is what I did about this, and oh, you too, I went through that. Anyway, as I said, the shock was actually brief, and it was a relief. The denial came and went. It's happening, it's not really happening, because at that time she really couldn't go full on as a woman. There was some back and forth, and that was causing me some confusion. And again, I know why that happened now, but at the time it was really hard to deal with. And getting used to she instead of he. The feeling of losing that relationship. So I thought, this person had been my brother for about 6 years at that point, and I felt like I was losing a brother, and I didn't think about it as gaining a sister at that time. It was just that huge loss, and the denial of that loss. No, she's not really going to do that. It's not, no, those obvious signs and signals, that wasn't really for real. She's not going to go through with it. And at that time it was, he's not going to go through with it. I was still in the he mode. And that's one of the hard things I found too. And I think that people who are starting on the transgender journey, it's really helpful to us who are in your circle if you can try to maintain the outward persona, and I know that's not always possible, but it just gets a little confusing. And as you go along, as I've come along, I found it easier and easier, and I find myself correcting other people too when they say he and I say no, it's she. And so it does get better, and it does get easier as you go along. For the denial part of it for me was, how come I didn't see anything? And actually I had seen things, but again, it's denial. Things like a preference for women's products, her views on women versus men, maybe versus isn't a good word, but relationships between men and women, and how she seemed very aware of a woman's feelings and not so much the woolly mammoth hunter male position. And I know that's not politically correct, but anyway, I kind of blamed myself too in that, because I didn't see it, it had made it so very hard for her. And I went through, and I'm still going through, some of that guilt. I should have done things differently. I shouldn't have said this. I shouldn't have done that. I should have been more supportive in some ways. And you just second guess yourself. But I'm trying to get past that, and if people have similar experiences, that you have something that you can say that can help me, please do comment, because this is a whole new road for me, and it's changing as we go. I'm learning as we go. It's getting better as we go. And the rewards are starting to outweigh the challenges, at least at this point. And that's all I want to talk about today.
Okay, so we'll catch you on the edition 2 of Tippy's Adventures. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.